Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
No, ma'am, I will do no such thing.
What?
I already fucking love this game.
Are you ready for? Are you ready for?
Actions have consequences. Yes, you are. It's a horror game not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website if you need a list of specific content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering imaging effects as well as parallax effects that on rare occasion have caused motion sickness in players. If either of these effects cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game preference. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. All right. All right, I'm back. Oh, she's freaking out. She's freaking out already. All right, I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited for this. I think everything's set. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. Are you ready? I'm ready. Also, this finger, this cursor finger that I have here, is that a claw? Why is it a claw? I think I'm a knight. I guess we'll find out. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Am I the hero?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
A princess?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, bitch, you dead. Explore. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Do I scroll for these, or is it this? Oh, okay. Explore. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Explore. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continued to the cabin. Turn around and leave. You know what? I'm gonna go with that one.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Tick, tick, narrator.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Yes, give me pragmatic.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay. Okay. Heard.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Okay, so I'm assuming that, like, these are the facts of the game. Like, this is why the narrator is putting it this way, to be like, this is the situation, these are the facts, you gotta play off of these facts.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Can you be more specific of what you mean by slay? I mean, I could dress her really well and she would fucking slay, but I don't think that's what I meant. Ooh, okay.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider? Nobody wants the world to end.
Sorry, narrator. Don't give me that option then.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Well, I don't know. You're the one who hired me to slay a princess. I don't sound very nice. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing it. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh, I'm rewarded, am I? Well, maybe telling me what the reward would give me some incentive.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, Slay the Princess? Great game. I'm actually really excited to play it. Can't someone else do this? The end of the world? What are you talking about? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job? Oh, that's a new one. Okay, let's do that.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Narrator, you don't know me. You don't know my wildest imagination is. That shit could be cray. But we'll see.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
I thought it said you have to put her down. I was gonna be like, damn. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Thanks for telling me what to do. I'm gonna ask about evidence.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Okay. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
I feel like I'm being roped into this. That's what this feels like. Look, I'll go to the cabin. Oh, I can't ask the other thing. And I want to ask ooh. So movie. That's cool. I wanted to ask the other thing. Okay, so sometimes the choices go away. This game is an absolute gem. Let's go. I'm so happy, actually, that I'm playing this right now. I saw Markiplier literally play like a minute of it, and it looked so interesting, and I love like choice-driven games anyways. And as soon as I started to like enjoy it, I stopped watching, because I was like, you know what? I want to play this game on stream. I'm not going to watch Markiplier play it. All right, I'm going to do it this.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
My man's talking about his pull-out game. Should I turn the avocado off so you guys can see the words? I guess I could make the avocado smaller and put it somewhere else, but shrink it at least. It's a little baby. It's a little baby. How's that? Is that too little? Oh yeah, it's too little. Hold on, how about this? He's a little baby. I'm just a baby. Because you're smaller, your voice would be higher pitched. I get it. It's a little avocado! That's the best I got. Then each and every one of us is doomed, okay?
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
The narrator's kind of spicy. Oh.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Do I walk? Do I click? Do I point and click?
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Oh,
She's
voice
a
of the
princess.
hero.
We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's so cool. Okay, so the narrator has his own perspective. I'm sure the princess does too. So does the hero, but so do I? Because the narrator's not talking to me like me and the hero are one and the same. The narrator tells me not to listen to this, to ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay. Well, it's my only fucking option, right? Proceeding to the cabinet is. You're gonna enjoy this one. The narrator is talking to us, not you.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Pristine. Okay, can I have it? Can I boop?
The blade
No.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So I cannot take the blade. Like, part of me makes me not want to take the blade, but I feel like I might need it. Jonathan Sims, he also does all the voices that interact with the player in the game. This is more or less his only voiceover work, but he did do horror readings on Twitch quite a while ago. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool little tidbit, thanks. So it's interesting that it says explore, take the blade, or just enter the basement. I'm gonna explore, see if it gives me anything else.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay. God damn it, I didn't get to explore anything else. I have a knife! Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
So I still find it interesting that before I picked up the knife, that it was a claw. Like, So is the claw mine? Am I the clawed hand? Is the hero the clawed hand?
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's me, Jessica. I don't know what to do from here. Spacebar.
She sounds
Oh, okay.
dangerous.
Yep, spacebar it is.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
How can she already sound dangerous? She asked who was there.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay, oh, that was the hero a second ago. Okay. Hi! Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you? Continue down the stairs. Well, I'm a talker, so I can't not say something. Hey, girl, hey! I'm not gonna say, hey, I think I'm here to kill you. I think I might leave that one out, but like, why else is anybody visiting her, right? She's not dumb. Well, she might be dumb, but I'm gonna assume she's not dumb.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Forget about you? Never.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Why is she only on one chain? If she's so dangerous, shouldn't it be two? Did she break out of the other one? This girl doesn't even have food, a pot to piss in. She's got nothing down here.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Typical.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh, she's so like, please. What? No way! Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to kill you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Still your nerves and step forward. You know what? I said that I was there to go talk to her, to the narrator, so I'm gonna say that.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
I don't think I'm
She
gonna
makes
do
a
that.
compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
What, you can't fucking talk with something in your hand? What, is this your first time speaking?
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten your grip or drop it. I ain't dropping it. I ain't dropping it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh. Oh, should I? Awfully confident in that.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Yeah, you steal that resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I'm here just to talk.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Bitch,
She's
I ain't
unarmed.
dropping it.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade. Well, I'm not gonna slay the princess, right? Because I'm sure I'm just gonna get fucking murdered. I'm gonna keep going with the talk thing.
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
I'm about de-escalating. I like de-escalation.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk. Then I'm not talking to you.
Why? Guess we're at an impasse. Squint at the princess while holding on to the blade. I like this one because all I can think of is.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Oh my god, and it's the hero saying it to me, so it's not even the hero squinting at her, it's me? Oh my god, this is so interesting. Are you sure you don't want to talk squint at the princess even harder? Well,
You
obviously.
squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now.
That is true. Hero is correct.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Blink, blink. Drop the blade or slay the princess. Ugh. I don't want to slay her because I'm assuming if I slay her, I have to start over, right? Can I save it? Slay the princess, more like sass the princess. I'm gonna do a save. All right. I want to slay her, but I'm not gonna.
The blade tumbles out of your
I
trembling
love this
hands
sigh.
and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Is she gonna be happy? Is she gonna be mad? Is she gonna kill me?
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better
Oh.
judgment,
I didn't
you
say step
to
forward.
speak with the princess face to face.
Oh, I'm like a McClaw again.
Unarmed.
Face to face, unharmed. Okay.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Okay. Don't forget about the blade on the floor. Got it. Heard.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Honey, I'm just here to talk. You so quick to jump to the ship? Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? Ma'am, I am not single. How would I get out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. She's not had any visitors for a while. Cut her some slack. I want to ask her this.
Don't just tell her that.
Well, she had to know. Why else is she locked up?
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Well, you don't seem so worried about being in the basement and locked up. I think you'd be pretty sad about that, but you don't seem sad.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, are you gonna tell me? Oh, I don't like that look. I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. Well, I don't know about that. Remain silent. Deflect, what are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. Let's do that one.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
That doesn't mean that's not your goal, just because you don't know where to start.
I believe her.
Oh, really, my guy?
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Nope, they didn't.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking. So she's not gonna hesitate to hurt me. Because she's already like, well, if we weren't talking right now, we'd be trying to murder each other. Okay.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Is that what you think, Hero? To be fair, it's kill or be killed.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Ooh, she is a sassafras.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
You're right, princess. Not a whole fucking lot.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
I don't know. They were going to offer me a reward. Can you offer me a reward for not killing you?
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Well, I'm not a very trusting person, princess, so you might get disappointed here.
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
The prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world. That is not a clear thing. That is very unclear.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
We stand to lose everything all for the sake of one person. A relationship, are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? What's your name? How long have you been down here?
Too long.
That's not an answer. You don't have some fucking tally marks? Are those scratch marks on the wall behind her, by the way? Or is it just the art?
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
She's the fucking Riddler, I guess. Okay.
She hesitates before answering.
Oh. What is it, princess?
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Oh my
Or Her
god.
Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay. You're really full of that monarch, I guess. Okay. Out of the lulls, I don't want to not be able to ask her this. If I ask her this, I may not be able to go back to this. So I'm going to ask this first.
You can't. Don't bother.
I can ask her whatever I want.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't...
I can just cut your arm off with that knife I got. Does that work? Cut you right at the wrist, nice and clean. You'll be fine.
Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I
Oh
think
my god,
she's
is that
suggesting,
literally what she's suggesting?
right? She is. I'm sure of it.
We've talked enough. I really haven't.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. Well, I'm not gonna slay her, but I'm not really ready to try to get her out of there. But I want to examine her chains, but what's there to examine? Their fucking chains, right? Right.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Right? I think so too, Hero. I think so too.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Will she? Because she said she's been down there too long. There's no key. If she wanted to get the fuck out of there with anything other means, she would have already.
One way or another,
Oh.
I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Did she just get mad at me with her change of font? Same person, different font. Okay.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Both of you promised me different things, and I don't know about it.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement. Okay, let's get you out of here. Examine the chains. Slay the princess. Well, I don't have a knife to slay her with. I already dropped it. So if I go to slay her now, I'm probably gonna die.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
No one wins here, okay?
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
I mean, the hero's not totally wrong in that. Well, I think the knife is still in the room. It is still in the room, but I feel like if I choose slay the princess, I'm just going at her with my bare fucking hands. No comment.
You're making a mistake.
She's getting more and more mad at me.
You turn your back to the princess.
Oh no,
and
I
make
turned
your
my back.
way
You never turn your
upstairs.
back. You never turn your back. I would have chose that. I would have walked out of there backwards.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
She did have a slip of the mask. She did. No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here. Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. I don't like my back's to her. I don't like that. I already don't like it.
It's never too late to do the right thing. Now hurry. You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Look at his hand! The hero is not a man of what we think of as a man. Why is the hero's arm look like that? Well, I guess we're in like Fantasyland, so a hero could be of any denomination, I suppose. Imagine me assuming. I'm gonna die. Ooh!
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
She just took me down with a fucking bow?
We shouldn't have hesitated.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
I'm supposedly a fucking hero, and he doesn't. The hero, little bits of the hero that we've seen here, does not look like he would be overpowered that easily by anyone, right? And I'm a hero, so I do hero things like win battles and whatever, right? She fucking took me down with the goddamn elbow?
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your
Oh my
throat with the
god!
kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Now look at us.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken.
Look at that
I'd be lying
smirk.
if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
This is the end, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be, hero. It might be.
I'm afraid it is.
Yarp. Yarp.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I died! Oh. Oh, okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
Chapter
And
2,
at the end
the
of that
tower.
path is a cabin. And in the basement
Okay,
of that
GG's had a good run. Deebs?
is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you...
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died! What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. Proceed to the cabin, turn around, and leave.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
I don't believe you.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
So me and the hero realize that this has happened again, but not the narrator?
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Okay.
What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Voice of the broken. No, you were a hero a minute ago. Fucking buck up.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
The narrator building our confidence. Let's go. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless.
He do be broken. He be broked. Yo, I love Slay the Princess. I need to play more and get more endings. I'm very excited playing it. I'm having a blast, actually.
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
It sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time didn't have any consequences. Well, they didn't, in a way, have any consequences, but they made the hero broken. So they did have some consequence.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's a
Of course
hero
there weren't any
again!
Consequences. The princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
All right, narrator, you're getting too deep.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Well, obviously not, because here we fucking are.
If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk
Wait
up to
a
that
damn
cabin,
minute!
break her
Wait
chains
a
and let
damn
her do
minute!
whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end.
Is Voice of the Broken and Voice of the Hero two different, quote-unquote, people? Are Hero and Broken two different beings? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, my mind was just blown. Okay. All right, serious gaming. Serious gaming now.
Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Dang! Chin up, let's go. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
The narrator fucking hates me. She killed me last time, how can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world? To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place? Never mind.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Or we could pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying.
You're being annoying. So the hero isn't a fan of Broken. Got it.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Well, it's a little complicated, narrator. She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen? If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? I'm gonna ask why they didn't slay her. Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Well, is it a prophecy or is it not a prophecy?
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
So easily. So fucking easy.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Do I have a action of roll eyes? I'd like that action.
Who cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again.
You're being cagey, what aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
The hero is a pretty slut, noted, literally.
The less you know about her, the better.
I don't believe you. She killed me last time around, how can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright, I'm gonna proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
A warning this time. Is the knife gonna still be on the table when we get in there? I do love this. I love the art style of this. A warning before you go any further.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Don't believe a word she says. I feel like I can't believe fucking anything any of you say, but, you know, that's just me.
Lying? Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time.
How do you know she wasn't lying last time? You don't know. We don't actually know.
She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us.
I'll be curious if the princess remembers, though.
At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Okay, narrator doesn't like broken. Got it. Proceed to the cabin.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Sorry, broken. Why does my movement sound sloshy and wet? I don't like that.
The interior of the cabin
What?
is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
So the blade, this time, is on something higher that we need a ladder to get to. Is it every time that we end up getting murdered by the princess that the knife is harder and harder to retrieve? Because we started in a cabin. Chapter 2 is a tower. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Is this some Alice in Wonderland bullshit and I'm teeny tiny? It's exactly the same as before. Yeah, this is just the cabin. It's not just the cabin. It is, but it's not. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror, take the blade, enter the basement. I want to know about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
What? Fucking what?
There's definitely a mirror.
Thank you, hero.
There isn't.
There is!
Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse. For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future.
But there's a mirror.
Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
Well, now I have to go check out the fucking mirror. God damn it.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like?
Oh, hero, good question, hero.
He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
I want to see how handsome I am. Well, you're very full of yourself. It doesn't matter if there's a mirror. I mean, it really doesn't. I care about whether I'm being lied to. There's a mirror. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Remain silent. Approach the mirror. I'm approaching it. Fuck it.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I like how the narrator is obviously narrating, but also his own tidbits.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
And now it's gone? There's something fishy going on here. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't
Interesting.
died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Interesting. Alright, taking the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter le basement. Does it look different when we get on the stairs?
The door to the basement
It
creaks open, revealing a
does!
spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Now I feel at ease, where it was like rot smell, nothing good.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
Aw, Broken likes it. I don't think Broken likes anything.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls
Oh,
up
now
the
her voice is
stairs.
booming. I don't like that.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh my god, who is that? I don't like it.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Oh, so Broken's actually the shrimp, not Hero.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
Yeah, Hero. Hero's got a point. Broken, what's going on with that?
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Oh, only option.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon
That's how
the end
stairs
comes
work.
into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Oh, okay.
The princess
Oh my
towers over
goodness,
you,
it's Speesby.
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Does she get more powerful every time you die? Is she floating? She's literally floating. Okay.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
Broken might be right.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
The little bird has returned to me. Am I the bird? Is Hero the bird? Is Broken the bird? But she remembers us no matter what.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Ugh. Ma'am, madam. I did eventually drop the knife last time. I don't think the knife matters. Maybe it fucking does. I don't think the knife matters. I'm dropping it.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that.
Hero didn't like that. Sorry, Hero.
And yet you did.
Yep, sure did.
She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Who is Broken even saying that to? Narrator?
Oh, I understand
Yep.
what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Oh. No.
But the words don't leave your mouth. Instead,
Oh.
your legs buckle and your knees hit the floor.
Okay.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
So she wants to talk this time. And Hero is the one who's physically there, right? That's what I get from that, because we see Hero reach his hand out, all that. So she's calling Hero Little Bird. That's what I get from that.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
So she certainly remembers.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Oh, so did she get more powerful every time I die?
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird,
Will I?
will help me seize it.
Will I, though?
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
No, Broken, I can't.
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. Okay. Have a little faith in me. All right, narrator. What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died?